Rain Brown just revealed a brand new hand tattoo, but fans think it's not just art. Is she sending a secret message to the world? Hidden meaning, coded message, or a bold confession? Tonight, we break down the mystery ink that has everyone talking. Alaskan Bush People fans are used to surprises from the Brown family, but the latest twist has everyone talking. This time, it's about Rain Brown, the youngest daughter of the Brown clan, who just debuted a brand new hand tattoo that has sparked intense speculation across social media. The tattoo itself is small, simple, and easy to miss at first glance. Yet fans believe the meaning behind it may be much bigger than it looks. Now, the question sweeping the fan base is clear. Is Rain sending a message to the world? Over the years, Rain Brown has transformed from the baby of the Brown family to one of the most talked about members of the cast. She has lived through loss, battled through mental health struggles, and grown up in front of millions of television viewers. Her followers have seen her speak openly about finding strength, independence, and self-identity. Because of that, any decision she makes, especially one as permanent as a tattoo, is rarely seen as random, and the internet is buzzing. A tattoo that appeared almost overnight. The new tattoo first appeared in a set of photos Rain posted to social media, where she was seen holding a cup of coffee, smiling casually at the camera. The ink sits near her thumb, simple and minimalistic. It's not a large, dramatic piece of art. There are no heavy details, no bright colors, and no obvious statement written in bold lettering. But fans noticed quickly. In online communities dedicated to Alaskan Bush people, screenshots of the tattoo exploded. Followers zoomed in, enlarged the photo, and began comparing angles from multiple posts. Within hours, theories started forming, some sweet, some emotional, and some surprisingly deep. The tattoo appears to be a small symbol, possibly a letter, a word, or even a shape with hidden meaning. Rain has not officially explained it, but that hasn't slowed the speculation. Why fans believe it's a hidden message? For some, a tattoo is simply body art. For Rain Brown, fans argue it's something more. Her social media presence often carries symbolism, personal meaning, and subtle references to her emotional journey. Fans have pointed out several reasons why this new tattoo could be more than just decoration. Rain's history with mental health and personal growth. Rain has been open about her struggles with depression and anxiety, especially after losing her father, Billy Brown. She has talked about healing, rebuilding, and finding her voice. Supporters believe the tattoo might represent a milestone, a reminder of strength, survival, or self-acceptance. Rain doesn't do anything without meaning. If she gets a tattoo, it represents something. She's been through so much, maybe this is her way of telling the world she's still fighting. Timing matters. The tattoo comes during a major period of transition for Rain. She recently moved forward with new projects, hinted at career goals, and has been posting more confidently than ever before. Fans say she looks happier, calmer, and more grounded. Some believe the tattoo represents a fresh start. Rain's love of symbolism. Rain frequently shares quotes, journal entries, poetry, and motivational messages. She uses words intentionally. A tattoo in a visible spot, right on the hand, suggests something she wants to carry with her every day. What does the tattoo mean? The internet has created multiple interpretations, and some are surprisingly detailed. A tribute to Billy Brown. Many believe the tattoo is a tribute to her late father. Since Billy's passing, Rain has posted heartfelt messages about missing him and honoring his legacy. A small symbol on the hand, something visible every day, may be her way of keeping her father close. It looks like a small initial. Could it be a B for Billy? It might not be a letter at all. It could be a symbol only she understands. A symbol of strength or faith. Others believe the tattoo is tied to mental resilience, something Rain has openly worked on. A symbol of faith, hope, courage, or healing is a strong possibility, especially given her emotional journey. She said she was learning to love herself again. This might be a reminder of that. A message to her family. A few followers think the tattoo may honor her siblings, especially because the Browns have always emphasized unity. Rain often talks about her brothers and sister as her best friends. Or is it a hidden love message? Because Rain has kept her personal life extremely private, rumors sometimes grow quickly. Some viewers question whether the tattoo could be a silent nod to someone special, a partner or someone important off-camera. There's no evidence of this, but speculation never sleeps in the Alaskan Bush People fandom. Why this tattoo matters so much. Some people might look at the tattoo and wonder why it's making headlines, but in reality, Rain Brown's supporters have watched her life unfold from childhood to adulthood. Every change, hair color, hairstyle, new project, new photo, spark conversation. She is no longer just the little girl from the show. She is a young woman carving her own identity in a world that watched her grow up in the wilderness. Rain's social media has shifted noticeably over the past year. Her tone has become stronger, her messages more confident, her style more expressive. Supporters say the tattoo fits that pattern. Rain has not explained the tattoo, and that's fueling the fire. What makes the story even more compelling is her silence. Normally, celebrities explain new tattoos the same day they appear. Rain did not. She posted no caption referencing it, no story, no explanation. Just a smile, a normal picture, and the tattoo quietly visible. And for fans, silence is sometimes louder than words. Online discussions have grown into pages of theories. Some believe she will eventually tell the story behind it, others think she won't, and the mystery is intentional. The Brown family and symbolic messages. The Brown family has always used symbolism in their lives, from nature to personal mantras to spiritual beliefs. Tattoos are rare in the family, but Rain has always been the artistic one. She draws, she writes, she expresses herself in creative ways. This tattoo feels like another chapter in that expression. Supporters are cheering for her. Even though the meaning remains unknown, one thing is clear: fans are proud of her. Comments across social media show encouragement instead of judgment. Many say she looks happier, many say she looks stronger, and many believe the tattoo marks a turning point, one in which Rain is fully embracing herself. Whatever it means, I'm glad she's doing things that make her feel empowered. She seems more confident than ever. Good for her. But not everyone is satisfied with theory and mystery. Some fans want Rain to speak publicly about it. They want to know whether the tattoo has emotional meaning, religious meaning, family meaning, or personal motivation. Will she explain it? Will she keep it private? That remains unanswered. A bold spot for a tattoo. Choosing the hand is a statement itself. It's visible. It's permanent. It's something you see every time you reach for anything. People rarely tattoo their hands unless it's meaningful. And that's exactly why people are paying attention. Rain's journey makes the tattoo even more symbolic. Rain didn't just grow up on reality TV. She grew up in one of the most unusual ways possible. Off-grid living, wilderness survival, family tragedy, fame, pressure, and adulthood all hit her before most teenagers even learned to drive. To them, the tattoo looks like a milestone. Rain's future is still a mystery. With new projects rumored and her increasing online presence, Rain seems to be stepping into a new phase of life, one where she is more vocal, more expressive, and more open. Her supporters expect more changes ahead, not just tattoos, but personal milestones, career steps, and possibly even major announcements. But for now, the spotlight is on the ink. Will Rain reveal the meaning? Fans are waiting. Some predict she will explain it in a future post. Others think she will only reveal it if someone asks directly. There's also a chance she won't address it at all. Rain has been known to keep personal emotions private, sharing only what she chooses. The mystery may be intentional, and sometimes silence is a powerful message itself. A tiny tattoo has turned into a major conversation across the Alaskan Bush people fan base. Some believe it's art. Others believe it's a message, one tied to family, growth, healing, or the next chapter of her life. Whether the tattoo represents a memory, a promise, a tribute, or something only Rain understands, one thing is certain. It matters because Rain matters to her fans. They have watched her rise, fall, struggle, heal, and keep going. And this tattoo feels like a symbol of the woman she is becoming. As days passed after the tattoo reveal, what started as a subtle observation turned into a full-on fan investigation. Viewers began comparing Rain's hand from older photos, determining the tattoo was most likely new within the last few weeks. Some even revisited recent episodes of Alaskan bush people, scanning scenes for any glimpse of fresh ink. Screenshots surfaced, circles drawn around Rain's hand, and online communities filled with theories. Each detail, shade of ink, placement, font, shape, was discussed like evidence in a mystery case. To outsiders, it might seem exaggerated, but to the fan base, Rain's journey has always been personal. When she shares something new, fans feel connected to her evolution. Not the first time the Brown family sparked symbolic speculation. While many reality stars share tattoos openly, the Browns are different. Their lives have played out on screens, but they remain intensely private. When something small changes, haircuts, jewelry, certain quotes, viewers often assume there's deeper meaning. This isn't the first time Rain has done something symbolic that ignited attention. Years ago, she began signing her social media posts with inspirational messages, spiritual references, and metaphors about growth. Some fans even suggested she was building her own form of personal philosophy. Her tattoo seems to align perfectly with that history. It wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy, it was subtle. Just like Rain. Experts weigh in. Tattoos are often more than art. Tattoo artists online have also joined the conversation. Professionals pointed out that tiny hand tattoos are one of the most meaningful placements people choose. A hand is constantly visible. It's a reminder you carry everywhere. People usually put symbols on their hands because they want to see them every day. It's a sign of commitment, memory, identity, or emotional grounding. With Rain's public history of grief and healing, the interpretation hits home for many fans. The tattoo and Rain's emotional timeline. Observers have connected the tattoo to a specific timeline in Rain's life. Over the past year, she has spent more time with siblings, posted uplifting, confident photos, traveled more, shared positive self-reflective writing, appeared emotionally stronger. It's not uncommon for someone marking a new chapter to get ink as a physical reminder of change. Fans noted the tattoo appeared shortly after several heartfelt posts about strength and rebuilding. One fan wrote, "It's not random. She's marking a transition. You can feel it." Media outlets take notice. As fan discussions intensified, entertainment blogs began picking up the story. The mystery of the tattoo made it more intriguing, especially because Rain offered no explanation. Articles started appearing with headlines like, "What does Rain Brown's new tattoo really mean?" Fans believe Rain just sent a message through hand ink. Rain Brown breaks the silence without saying a word. The story grew because Rain didn't defend it, explain it, or talk about it. Silence from reality stars is rare, and that makes the narrative even more compelling. A symbol of taking control. The Brown children have lived under public observation since they were young. Rain, once the shy, quiet sibling, now stands confident in her own identity. The tattoo feels like her choice, not for cameras, not for audience approval, but for herself. Fans admire that. She's doing what makes her feel strong. You can see a new confidence in her eyes. The new era of Rain Brown. What makes this story powerful is not the tattoo itself, it's what it represents. For years, viewers saw Rain as the sweet, sensitive youngest Brown sister. Now she is shaping her own path. Artistic, independent, private but expressive, strong-minded, emotionally aware. The tattoo is small, but symbolically it is a signpost that says, "I decide who I am." If the tattoo is a tribute, fans already understand. Those who believe the tattoo honors her father say Rain doesn't need to confirm it. Billy Brown's loss changed the family forever. Rain, who was extremely close to him, has shared quotes about grief, strength, and carrying loved ones in spirit.
The tattoo may simply be a message only she needs, a reminder that love doesn't fade. If it's for her dad, that's beautiful. It's something she can see every time she reaches for anything. Could this be just the beginning? Some fans believe this won't be Rain's only tattoo. They think the small symbol is the first of many, a starting point that hints at more personal expression ahead. And based on how Rain has grown, it wouldn't be surprising. Art, writing, creativity, spirituality, self-expression. A tattoo fits perfectly within that evolution. The power of a quiet statement. Reality stars often make noise to get attention. Rain did the opposite. No announcement, no explanation, just a quiet reveal in a simple photograph. That alone proves something. People care about her journey. As speculation grows online, the Brown family has remained quiet. None of her siblings have publicly commented on the tattoo, and that silence is not surprising. The Browns have never been quick to explain their personal decisions, especially in recent years. After a decade of cameras, public scrutiny, and fan theories, silence has become a form of protection.
Still, observers believe her family likely knows the meaning behind the ink. Rain is exceptionally close to her siblings, especially Snowbird, Bear, and Gabe. They've leaned on each other through intense emotional moments, including the death of Billy Brown, hospitalizations, lawsuits, and online criticism. A tattoo visible in the center of the hand isn't something family members would miss. Even without comments, fans believe the Browns support Rain's choice. They know what it means. They just don't feel the need to explain anything to the world anymore. The Browns protect each other. If Rain wants this private, they'll respect that. A generational shift in the Bush family. The older Brown generation valued tradition, wilderness living, and faith. The younger generation blends that upbringing with modern identity, technology, social media, and creativity. Rain's tattoo feels like part of that generational change. While Billy Brown was known for spiritual mottos and family values, Rain is expressing emotion and identity through modern symbols. Fans see this as evolution, not rebellion. She's honoring her roots, but also growing into our own person. That's what adulthood looks like. Fans feel emotionally attached to Rain's journey. Some reality TV stars attract attention for drama. Rain attracts attention for heart. Her supporters have watched her struggle with grief, anxiety, loneliness, public judgment, growing up in isolation, adjusting to adulthood, redefining her life after tragedy. So when she posts a tattoo, something permanent, fans feel like they're seeing a piece of her soul. We don't need to know what it means. We just want her to be happy. Her smile looks real again. That's enough. The tattoo sparks conversation about mental health and healing. Rain has long been a symbol of vulnerability and strength for viewers. She refused to hide her mental health battles, even when it invited criticism. Some believe the tattoo might be tied to self-love, recovery, or the promise of a better future. A mental health awareness community shared her photo, writing, "Healing isn't loud. Sometimes it's inked in tiny marks on the skin. Rain looks stronger every day." This reaction shows how meaningful even a silent tattoo can be. Could the tattoo have religious or spiritual meaning? Fans have noticed that Rain's posts often include spiritual, philosophical, or poetic wording. She speaks about strength, destiny, purpose, and the universe. Because of this, certain viewers believe the tattoo may have spiritual significance. Some suggested it could be a symbol of faith, a biblical reference, a spiritual rune, a protective sign, a reminder of resilience. Rain has never labeled herself publicly under one religion, but she has spoken about belief, higher power, and inner strength, so a spiritual meaning is not impossible. The tattoo and the media image of Rain Brown. For years, Rain was seen as the sweet, cheerful kid of the shows, smiling, joking, following her family into the wilderness. But as she grew, especially after the death of her father, her public image shifted. The tattoo marks another chapter in that evolution. She is not the emotional teenager trying to stay strong. She is a young woman choosing her path. The world that once saw her as a child now sees her as an adult, complex, layered, and private. A soft rebranding of identity. Some media analysts believe this tattoo is part of a subtle rebranding. Rain has been posting polished photos, changing her style, experimenting with fashion, and showing confidence. While she has not stepped away from her family, she has stepped forward as an individual. Many fans believe Rain is preparing to build something new: a personal brand, a future career, artistic projects, a book or memoir, social media influence, a message of empowerment. If this tattoo represents identity, it could be the start of a larger transformation. Why the mystery matters more than the ink. A celebrity explaining a tattoo creates a moment. A celebrity keeping it secret creates a story. And Rain's silence has turned a small tattoo into a major conversation. Fans check her comments daily for clues. Reporters watch for new photos or captions. Speculators analyze shapes and angles. Supporters write emotional interpretations. The fact that Rain doesn't answer any of it makes the tattoo more powerful. The message might not be for the world. It might be for herself. And that only makes it more meaningful. A chapter still being written. Rain Brown's story isn't finished. Not on TV, not in life, not in healing. The tattoo feels like a chapter marker. Before and after grief and strength, childhood and adulthood, pain and purpose. Whether it is a tribute, a promise, or a reminder, the tattoo shows Rain is moving forward, quietly, thoughtfully, and independently. She doesn't owe the world an explanation, and maybe that's the point.